Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out this brand new 2023 Toyota 4Runner. This is the TRD off-road premium trim with four-wheel drive in ice cap. So we're going to check this 4Runner out. We've already seen the limited trim. We're going to check this one out, see what it's bringing to the market in this old school SUV segment. So let's dig in. All right, the front end of this 4Runner, and it's a tough looking truck. We have LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals. We have ice cap color against the black, looking really, really good. Blacked out Toyota badge in the middle, functionality on the grille top and bottom. Unfortunately, that heat extractor up there, that scoop on the hood, is non-functional. But otherwise, I think it looks great up front. All right, the wheel and tire setup on this 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. We have a 17-inch wheel, gloss black and silver. Like the design though, makes it look old school. I really like that, and that's the vibe of this whole truck. We have the blacked out Toyota badge on the center cap. Standard brake and rotor package. Now, these 17-inch wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Dueler HT tires, 265 on the width, a monstrous 70 series sidewall, 17s, all four corners, four-wheel drive. Full side profile on this 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium ice cap. A lot of these colors kind of blend together. Ice cap is the color. We have the white against all that flat black around the windows, the running boards. Everything looks really, really good. We have the TRD off-road blacked out badge on the back end of the vehicle, but a really sharp looking, old school looking 4Runner. And this one in this format has been around for such a long time, and people really love these, and these things will last you forever. Moving on in closer, we do have these fender flares that are on there. Scoot this out a little bit further to cover up those tires. I like the fact that it's painted. We are color matched with some flat black underneath with LED turn signals on the side view mirror and 360-degree view cameras. Color matched on the front and rear door handle. We have a left side fuel filler cap. Up top here, we have a roof spoiler coming off the back. We do have flat black on the roof rails and crossbars with a flat black shark fin antenna, and then we do have a standard sunroof. All right, the rear end of the 4Runner, again, that roof spoiler coming off the top. Toyota badge and 4Runner blacked out underneath. Love the fact that we have the windshield wiper tucked up underneath the roof spoiler, so it'll sweep down to clean off the glass. Cleans up the look of the back end, plus it protects that wiper from the car washes. On the lighting, we have LED taillights, standard bulbs for turn signals. We do have the towing package with that tow hitch here on the back. We'll go over those numbers when we take a look at the engine. And then we have a single-sided exhaust tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. And the spare tire for the 4Runner is underneath the vehicle, right behind the tow hitch. We are under the hood of this 2023 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. You're looking at a 4-liter V6 mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission, 270 horsepower, 278 pound-feet of torque. The 4Runner can tow up to 5,000 pounds, MPGs, 16 in the city, 19 on the highway, 17 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior of this 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium 4x4, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much am I going to have to shell out for this beauty? Well, let me tell you what it's going to be. Base price, before options for this TRD Off-Road Premium trim, $46,580. Now, mechanically, what do you get for that price? What is included mechanically? Well, like I mentioned, you get the 4-liter V6 with the 5-speed auto. You also get hill start assist control. You get the tow hitch receiver with 7 and 4-pin connector, part-time 4-wheel drive system with active track, a locking rear diff, and multi-terrain select and crawl control. Now, this one has quite a bit of options, so we got to add in $1,750 for the kinetic dynamic suspension system, or KDSS. We have to add in another $345 for the running boards, another $630 for the moonroof, another $850 for the off-road premium plus package, add in another $185 for the crossbars, another $195 for the blackout emblem overlays, another $309 for the all-weather floor liners and cargo tray, another $129 for the dual USB power port charger in the front, another $185 for the performance LED fog lamps in black, and another $165 for the hood protector that we see up front. There is also a $750 credit for the Keep It Wild savings. So then we add in destination and delivery of $1,335 from Toyota's Tahara Aichi Japan assembly plant, and we have a total MSRP for this vehicle from the factory, $51,908, and this Toyota 4Runner is made 100% in Japan with 100% Japanese parts. One of the few Toyotas left that is 100% Japanese all the way through. Let's dive into the interior. All right, getting into the 4Runner, we have this nice black running board, like I mentioned earlier, that you can step on to help yourself get in. Here we go, nice foot box, big dead pedal brake, accelerator looks good. There are those all-season mats that say 4Runner, nice touch there. And now we have our power seats for the driver and front passenger, but the driver gets power lumbar, the front passenger does not. Seat-wise, we have black Softex material with the red stitching, nice bolstering, not too crazy. Love the TRD embroidered into the front of each headrest up front, looking good. Nice looking interior here in this old school 4Runner. Door panels, love the door panels with the Softex all the way to the top and the red stitching. We do have some gloss black plastic in and around the switchgear, chrome door handle, nice soft armrest, again with the Softex and the stitching. We do have the premium audio in here with 8 speakers. Up top, we have some rubberized material up here, maybe soft touch, but it doesn't feel like that. And then we have this nice dark gray trim right here. And then down below, we have a nice large glove box. All right, center stack time. We have the digital clock up top, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards, and then we have our old school Toyota infotainment screen with nav. It's old, but you know what? It still works fine. We have nice pinch to zoom. It's a little glitchy, but not bad for an older system, so you really can't complain about that. Sorry for the strobing, but that's just how the camera lens interacts with this system. We go back to home. You got your radio controls here, where you can get your AM, FM, your presets, your station list. You can put in your source here, because obviously you got your Sirius XM. You can Bluetooth your phone, hook up music via the USB. So they got you covered here for all the basic functions of an infotainment system. We look at our backup camera, and it's an older camera, but it's still pretty good with trajectory, right? And your center tow line. You can change how you want it to look down here. You got the 360 over here with your trajectory lines as well. It's a little grainy, but it's not bad for an older camera on an older system. And then we go back into park and everything looks good. Again, you have your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and let's try that again. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, it says on the window sticker. That doesn't indicate to me that this is wireless. If you know for sure if it's wireless, let me know. But usually when that says compatibility, it means wired. But anyway, it's a nice, easy system to use, and I don't have a problem with it at all. Down here, we have standard heat and air, no climate control, where basically you have your dial to select your fan speed, select your temp, and then where you want the air to flow. We can have recirc on, and we have our rear defrost down here. Down below, we have a little area in here for storage, and now we have some USB action. And what I do like here is, even though they're A's, we do have rapid charge smart USB hookups up here up front, which I do like. And then down below here, underneath that, we have some more storage. Here is the old school 4-wheel drive right here, where you got your high, neutral, and low gears. high 2, high 4, neutral, and low 4. You got a cup holder. Now another area maybe for change here is the gear shift that's going to take you through the 5-speed. Love this carbon fiber effect they have on here instead of gloss black plastic. I think that's a nice touch. This probably should have been over there around the switch gear on your grab handle on the door. I really like that. We have our button to put our rear window down. So that's a nice touch. I love that separated rear window. And then we have heated seats for the driver and the front passenger right here using the dial, which is an interesting way to do it. Then we have a place to plop your phone, one cup holder in this area, and then your Toyota key fob. Pretty plain Jane. Lock, unlock, panic button, and on the back, the Toyota badge. Then we have a nice semi-soft armrest with the soft text and the red stitching. Open it up. You got a place for change, place for storage, and a 12-volt. The Toyota steering wheel is a nice steering wheel. I love the 10 and 2 notches. Toyota badge on the horn button. We have some flat black on the switch gear, which I like. You have your telephone and voice commands over here on the left. You do have your safety suite controls and controls for the digital portion of your dash over here on the right. It is a round bottom wheel, and the cockpit in the 4Runner is a bit tight. I have this wheel set all the way up on its tilt, and I have the seat set all the way back. And when I get in, my knees hit pretty good. So a flat bottom wheel would help it here. On the stalks, you have your headlight controls and your fog lamp controls. And on the right, you have your front and your rear wiper controls. And then down on the left, you have your mirror controls. Bright and dim the dash, your auto high beam on off, and your camera view, your 120 volt AC on off, and then your windshield wiper deicer. Like again, I mentioned, this is a manual tilting wheel and telescoping wheel. We come to our dash. We have that analog digital combo, analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then you have a small 4-inch display. I don't know if it's 4-inch, but it's a small display in the center that's going to provide you additional information. So that's a nice touch as far as what you want to bring up. So I do like how that works. All right, we have our overhead console. If you want the lights to come on and off when you open and close the door, you have this button right here. It needs to be pushed to the right. So when you open the door, the lights will come on. When you close the door, the lights will dim out. Starting to rain pretty hard out now, so we're not opening the sunroof. We have 3 places here to program your garage door opener. Here are the controls for the moonroof. Here's your SOS button in case you have an emergency on the road. Lock the diff. Traction control off. And then down here on these 2 buttons here, right here, if you hit this, that's your crawl control. And then over here is your multi-terrain control. And then you have a standard rear view mirror. Come up to our sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? No, but you do have an extension to block out the side sun. Up top, here's the sunroof. It's a manual shade, and then you just hit the button, the roof will open, and it will tilt, but not today in this pouring rain. All right, we've jumped to the back row because it's pouring rain out, and I had to just jump out and jump in, but I have the seat set for my driving position. No problem getting in because we got a flat roof, and we got more of that soft text all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. In the back, you got 2 heat and air vents, and 2 USB-Cs down below, so they got you covered in the back for air and connectivity. Back to our panels, exact same vibe as the front. There's your front door panel looking good. Here's the back door panel looking good. Same materials, nice look in the back here. Same nice black soft text. Might have been nice to get the TRD badge here on the back headrest of the back seats, but overall really comfortable, really nice looking seats. A really large armrest, super soft, 2 cup holders. So in the back here they got you covered, but there's a cutout in the ceiling for your head, and so if you're seated a little bit too far forward, your head's going to hit this abutment right here because they had to carve out the ceiling for larger people's heads. And then you do have grab handles and you have interior lighting here in the back. But it's a comfortable place to be in the back of this 4Runner. Just be careful if you're a tall person. You might hit your head on the roof if you're not perfectly positioned in the back seat. All right, tailgate of the 4Runner in the rain, into the back. This will come down separately with that button that I showed you inside. You want to get in the tailgate, you just have to push the button, lift it on up, and you have a nice area for storage here in the back with our carpeted floor mats right here and your all-weather cargo mat. Looking good. We have a home power source and a 12-volt in the back of the 4Runner, which is nice. Some cubbies for storage on either side. There's your cargo net right here. That was an accessory, but a really nice place to be as far as your space here in the back of this 4Runner. I'll be right back with you. I'll show you how to take that mid-row down. It's a manual operation. All right, back seat time of the 4Runner. To get them down, it's a manual operation. The first thing you do is you reach in here, and there is a pull for the bottom of the seat. And you pull that up and set it forward, and then there's a knob on the top of the seat that you push in, and it goes down. So it's actually a three-part operation. I'll show you that again. In the middle, there's a pull strap. On the bottom, you pull it up. Then, next step, you let this down with this button on top, and then you got to let the headrest down like that so it slides right in. And that's how you get that seat down like that. I'm going to do the other side off camera, and I'll be back with you at the back of the vehicle. All right, we're back at the back, and now we can see with both rear seats down, we got a ton of room with this big box seat shape. With the seats up, you're looking at 47.2 cubic feet of storage space. With both seats down all the way, we're looking at 89.7 cubic feet of storage space. That's a great number in an old school SUV like this. All right, we just had a lot of rain on us, but I'm going to try to give you a close-up of this window sticker. Hopefully you can see everything. Standard equipment on the left, options on the right. MSRP. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, we are in this 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD off-road premium. And this is one of the most reliable old school SUVs, probably the most reliable old school SUVs you're going to buy on the market today. There's going to be a lot of exterior noise on this interior review with all this rain hitting the car, so my apologies for that. Plenty of visibility out the windshield, side view mirrors, side glass, rear window not bad. We have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz is in this 4Runner, so it's well equipped that way. Now this is dimmed down the infotainment screen because I do have the headlights on because it's raining. So that'll go to the dim mode because the headlights are on, but it works just fine. I can see it even though the camera's probably not picking it up. No problem even with the dim setting on. The old school digital clock up top looks a lot dated, but otherwise, you know, can't complain. It's an old school SUV. It's an old design. Looks to me like Toyota is going to rework this 4Runner for 2024. And for those people who love this old school 4Runner, it's going to be a sad day. But if you want one of these babies, you know, you might as well just pick one up now. They're not easy to come by. But at 52 G's, this is a lot of money for a 4Runner. Now you do have the TRD off-road premium and a lot of nice off-road stuff in here with the suspension and your separate four-wheel drive shift and your crawl control and your all that other junk, all that other stuff that's in here to give you a good off-road experience. So this thing is going to be able to handle the roads like it's doing now very simply, and it's going to be able to handle the off-road trails if you want to go that route in this 4Runner. Now the cockpit for the driver is a little bit tight. I feel okay now that I'm in, but I do have a problem getting in and out, hitting my leg on the steering wheel. So I think the flat bottom wheel would help that, because there's not much you can do as far as the cockpit size goes in the 4Runner until they redesign it. I don't like the fake hood scoop. If you're going to put that on there and give me a nice bulge on the hood, just make it functional. Be easier. But nice smooth ride. Love the way it's damped. This thing is like riding around in a vault when you close the door. Such great build quality. We're going to do emergency stop in 3, 2, 1. No problem. A little sliding on the wheels because the road's wet, but straight line, no issue. And now we can take off. Nice and easy. Brand new engine. Don't want to stress it too much. It's not going to set fires on the road as far as speed, but it's going to get this vehicle up to speed competently, and you're not going to have a problem. And it's just a real easy car to drive. All of the Toyotas I've driven are really easy car to drive, no matter what they are. And this one is just really, really compliant. You put, the handling's fine. It's not stunning. It's fine. You turn the wheel, the car's going to go the way you have it pointed. But it's numb. It's a little bit vague. As I move it like this, the car's not moving. So, it's all right, though. It'll work. The tech-wise in here, you got the old infotainment system, but you do have USB-A, USB-C connectivity in here, which is a nice touch. There isn't any wireless charging, so we're missing that. But what are you going to do? This is an older one. I'm sure if they redesign this, they won't miss that. And now we're going to pull it aside here, and we're going to do there we go, a U-turn, see how it does. Whoa, that's a wide radius right there. You're going to be doing K-turns in this 4Runner for sure. So there you have it. Wide turning radius. It'll come down here, and we'll give it a little go-go juice, but we'll make sure it shifts before 4,000 RPM, since this engine is brand new. In 3, 2, 1. And you're up to speed, no problem. Now you're going to get some wind noise, you're going to get a little bit of road noise because of the tires that are on here. So that's to be expected in this vehicle, but it's just such an easy vehicle to drive here in this 4Runner, without a doubt. And I really enjoy driving these. You get that nice big meaty sidewall to soak up the bumps, give you a more pleasurable ride on the road. Goes around the curves fine. It's not going to corner carve, but it's just a really good truck. And I really, really like these 4Runners. So let me know, what do you think? 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. Is this the way you would roll for 52 G's in a 4Runner with all this action? Would you go down trims in the 4Runner to get something a little bit more affordable if you're worrying about price? Or are you going somewhere else for this type of SUV? If you are, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. But I want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium for review this morning. I'd like to thank all of you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.